Hey, my name is Jack. This is my wife, Beckah, and we want to share with you our story of forgiveness. For the past 2 years, we have had a stalker situation. The stalker was harassing me through social media, emails, and just badgering on and on and on, stating untrue claims about me, abusing, beating my wife, things that were completely against the nature of who I am. They went as far as to reach out to our daughter's schools and even said they needed to watch out for me because I was a threat. The stalker knew the color of our car, the make and model. They were detailed with how they knew us, and that was alarming. That's why we needed to put a stop to it. So this was going on for 2 years, and about 8 months ago we decided to make a police report.
And we did that because it was life-threatening messages that were coming. Now it was specifically threatening his life and saying that they were going to do something.
So we had to make a police report, and they came over and they made a report.
I clearly heard God tell me, take your peace. And so it was okay, we blocked all this and we gave it to him, and we trusted that he was going to take control from there.
Pretty recently, we got a call from our neighbor that someone was looking for me, Jack Shockley, and they were asking where our house was. And we kind of had a feeling, an urgency in our spirit, say this was that stalker. A couple hours later, she sees me working in our backyard and says, "Are you Jack?" And I said, "Yes." She introduced herself, and it was the stalker. And she went on to spout the lies of the enemy on my front porch in person, and
this person is from a totally all the way on the other side of the country. She somehow found her way. We've never seen her before, and here she is on the porch, and she's saying she has this message. It was really just frightening.
I told her she needed to leave, and she kept on spouting no. She started getting a little bit more aggressive. But you need to stop beating your wife and abusing your children. And I'm like, I don't do that. So I said, you need to leave. You do not have the authority to be on my private property right now. As she was exiting my porch, she said, you better watch yourself or else you're gonna get popped out there. F you. And I immediately had the phone to my ear with the police, and they arrested her a minute later. She started talking, and the Holy Spirit bubbled up into me, just 2 words, and they were quickly forgive. Jesus tells us to quickly forgive.
I think for me, I felt the direct attack because he's my favorite person on the planet. And because if anything happened to him, that would be the ultimate thing that would just hurt me. And I felt so outraged about it. I was like, who do you think you are? What are you doing? Get off my porch, get away from my family, lay your hands off my husband, I rebuke you. And so I was just filled with so much anger because I just could not believe it was coming at me. It was personal to me. This is the powerful part of forgiveness, was that there was a moment where she was spewing all of her venom to these officers that I'm sure were convinced that she was just, something was wrong. She's out of her mind. And I just wanted to protect my family, but I had this one little glimpse where she was there. And I felt what is wrong? It didn't make any sense. She came all this way. She doesn't even know us. What is she doing? Threatening my husband, saying these things. And I just knew it was demonic, and I just felt compassion for her, that she was being tormented by these demons. And I was mad at feeling that way. I almost didn't want to feel that way. This is not about you. This is about the enemy wanting to instill fear. And the only way that you diminish fear is through forgiveness. In that moment, I really had to come to terms with how we're supposed to pray for our enemies. Our message is that there's freedom and forgiveness, because the first night this happened, we didn't sleep. We didn't sleep at all that night. It was so tossing and turning, this paranoid feeling, of like, oh my gosh, this person out of nowhere is after us, And it wasn't until we released this over to God, and God had to reveal to us in a vision there was an angel there that whole time on the porch with you, that there were angels on post guarding our house, guarding our children, protecting us, that He's for us and He will never forsake us. And when we took that and we actually prayed for the woman to be delivered, it was like, whoosh, there was this peace like a river.
I just want to encourage those that are going through anything that they need to make a choice to forgive or hold a grudge because you can't believe what they just did to your life. Maybe they even destroyed it. I just want to encourage you, Jesus quickly forgave. So I encourage you with that today, and I would like to challenge you as well.